Hi everyone, Catherine Dow here, and today I'm going to show you how to use the online assessment tool Quizlet. Quizlet can be used on the web. It can also be downloaded in an app. What is really great about Quizlet is students can have access to this on their phone or their tablet so they can study for summative and formative assessments at home. You can also study offline with Quizlet, so if your students do not have access to the internet at home, they can still use this, which is a really great tool, I believe. So, the first thing you need to do to get started is go to your web browser and type in Quizlet.com. If you've never used Quizlet before, you will need to click the sign up button to sign up to get a username and password to log in to use the features of the app. I already have an account, so I'm just going to click login. You can log in with Google, log in with Facebook, or type in your username and password. I like to log in with Google because it's one click and it's very simple. It has all my stuff in there. When you log in, it takes you to the home page. And what's really cool with your Quizlet is that you can actually create a class. So you can invite your students, you can assign things to them, and put it in different folders for them to use at home. You can assign it for homework. This information is about Quizlet on the go. So what you can do is either create a folder, create a class, or you can come up here to create and create your own study set. In your study set, you have to do your subject. You can add your label and your diagram here. You can add an image, anything like that. And then at the bottom is where you put your terms and your definitions. With your terms and your definitions, what's really cool is you can click this little add voice recording video on voice recording option, on both. And this will assign audio to the text, which is very useful for English language learner students or students who require talk to text. You can also auto-define, so you can type in a word and then they pull a definition from the internet. And then you can also add an image, so it could be a word and an image. You must have at least 2 items to create a set. And then once you do that, you click create. I'm actually going to go back because I've already started creating a set and I just want to show you guys that and add to it. So I've started doing baking and pastry, which is the unit that my students will do next. So because I've already started this, I need to edit it. So you have your tools up here underneath your title. You have edit. You have share, you can add it to a class folder, class set, you can get more information, you can see progress of what your kids did, and then you have more options where you can copy it, print it, combine it, export it, find an embed code so you could put that in your blog or anything like that, and it's really cool. So I'm going to go over here and click edit, and it's going to bring me back to this create page. So right now I have 2 cards. I have one for the creaming method, I have one for carryover cooking. I'm going to add another card. And over here, I'm going to type the term. And the term that I want the kids to know about is baking powder. And the definition I'm going to type on the opposite side. And looks like they think I spelled leavener wrong, which it's not. But baking powder is a chemical leavener that's used to make dough rise. So you type all of that. What's really cool is I could actually change my language if I wanted to. So I could change this to English, I could change this to Spanish, German, French, Japanese, any of these items. You can do math symbols if you're a math teacher. So it's pretty cool in that manner. Okay, so I'm done with this one, so I'm going to click done. It's going to take me back here. And now it gives me lots of options. So we can learn new content. We can play flashcards, we can write it, we can spell it, we can test on it, we can match, we can do gravity, all of that. First, I want to show you guys the flashcards. So I'm going to click flashcards. This is going to come up. It's going to show me the definition. Now, if I wanted it to show me the word, then you can go down to options. You can do answer with term, definition, or both. If you do both, it will actually show you both on the same slide. So I don't recommend that one. because this is really for the learning phase. What I want is for students to do either the term or the definition, okay? So they either see the term, see the word, and they have to provide the definition, or they see the definition and have to provide the word. A lot of times they find it easier if there is the word here and then they get to define it. So what we do is we click play. So it shows creaming method. The kids would do the definition. If you click the flashcard, then it goes to the next one and it gives you the definition. So if they're like, wait, what did that say? Then they can go back to creaming method and they can read that. If it's going too fast, they can slow it down. Or if they get it wrong, you can click this little star button right here and the kids can study it separately. So it's kind of cool. It goes over, yay, we studied those 3 terms. One other cool feature that I want to show you guys is how to actually search for something on Quizlet and use something that's already been created. You can even see right here in the center of this page that you can see diagrams. So maybe you are studying the heart and you want to and I have no idea how to diagram a heart, but we'll see what it is. You can click this item and go over like the eye anatomy. So it has 14 terms and you get photos and videos and all of this kind of stuff. So we can learn, and the learning function will teach you. So this is the cornea. If you click on this dot, then it gives you information. It's listening to my audio here, so it thinks that I'm saying the wrong thing. But that's pretty cool. So optic disc, click that, optic disc, optic nerve. Okay, so it's pretty interesting. I'm going to show you up here. You can go to the search. You can search for anything you can think of. I'm going to search for soups and sauces. That's a unit that we just finished in my class. And this will show you everything they have for that. I mean, you can just see the sheer number of items there are. This one's really cool because it goes over the sauces and it gives a photo, which is kind of nice. So students are able to pair the word to the definition, the word and the definition to a photo. I'm going to use one up here. It's just 16 terms. So the kids can learn it. They can do flashcards. They can write it. They can spell it. They can test on it. They can match. I personally like the matching one. So I'll show you guys how that one works. So the goal is to make everything disappear. You have to click and drag definitions to words. So it makes it interactive. It actually times you, so the more you do it, the better you get. And the kids can challenge themselves and each other. So let's see how well I can do. So you click start. Okay, so mother sauce that is base of buttered egg and egg yolk. That's a hollandaise type of soup that is completely strained of all meats and vegetables. That should be a consommé type of soup that is chunky, made with fish, meat, and vegetables, thickened with potato or cream. That's a chowder. A mirepoix, carrot, celery, onion. A broth is made from meat and vegetables, and a whisk is a tool. There are no clumps. Okay, so I did 29 seconds. When I did it before, I got 28.8 seconds. But these were different words than I've done before. So you can play it again. Maybe we can get faster. So tomato goes here. Velouté is this. Bechamel is the base for macaroni and cheese. Made from meat and vegetables is a stock. No, it's a broth. Made from bones is a stock, and whisk is a tool. So, there you go. So I got first place. I unlocked the match badge. So now that means that I guess I'm number 1 on this board. So there's a little, oh geez, here's another one. I'm going to go back to the home page. There is a teacher option on here where you can upgrade to teacher. It does cost a little bit of money. I don't find it necessary to use that, so I do not upgrade. You can go to settings if you need to change stuff, and then they also have a help center, and it's pretty effective, so it kind of gives you everything you need to know. It gives you quick start guides, a lot of tutorials and things that you need for your students. If you can't find anything, you can always contact them. But I love Quizlet. I try to use it as often as I can, and it's really great review for your EOCs, vocabulary, and CTAE. We take into pathway exams, and all of this stuff is great. You can even have the kids go on here and search for something and say, hey, you guys need to learn about this. I need you to do 3 Quizlets covering baking and pastry. And they can go find other ones that other teachers have created and learn the same content. So I hope you enjoyed learning about Quizlet, and I hope that you were able to use it in your classroom.